Hello. So there's another problem in your week 3 ALEK's homework that talks about comparing some investments. And so I thought we would go through this one together. So in many respects, investing in the stock market is another form of gambling. You pay money for the stocks, and when you sell them, at some point you can gain money, lose money, or break even. Use what we've learned about expected value to answer the questions about buying and selling stock. So the Bew family decides to invest their $7,000 tax refund in the stock market for 1 year. So an analyst suggests that they choose between two stocks. So we're going to compare two stocks. A computer analysis of past performance predicts that if they invest in RZ Electronics, there's a 30% chance they'll make a profit of 1,600, a 30% chance they'll make 300, and a 40% chance they lose 3,500. All right, so let's highlight that. So for RZ Electronics, 30% chance that they'll make a profit of 1,600 off of their 7,000, 30% chance they're going to make $300, and a 40% chance they lose basically half of that. Okay, now for Jackson Builders, there's a 60% chance that they will make 900 and a 40% chance they'll lose 200. So different stock. Okay, without doing any calculations, which sounds like a better investment to you? All right, so let's comb through this. For RZ Electronics, there's only a 30% chance that they'll make a profit of 1,600, but at Jackson Builders, there's a 60% chance they'll make 900. So 30% versus 60% chance of making a profit, Jackson Builders looks a little better. Now, conversely, at Jackson, 40% chance they lose $200. Well, that's not a huge amount to lose. But with RZ Electronics, there's a 30% chance they'll make, a 40% chance they'll lose 3,500. This right here is pretty high chance. I mean, it is 40% that they're going to lose half their money. So maybe just looking at this at first kind of blush, we could say that because there is a 60%, so let's go see where that is here. Chance of making a nice profit, of making money, we'll just say, we'll shorten this down, um, and a minor risk of loss, right? It's a 40% chance, which is still pretty chunky, but they'll only lose 200, so, and a minor risk. Jackson Builders may be the way to go, maybe safer way. So maybe that is a better investment. Of course, if you're a risk taker, you might want to go with RZ Electronics because there is like a 1/3 chance that you'll make 1,600, which is definitely more than what Jackson Builders is going to get you. And of course, you got to play the stock game, right? This game of chance. All right, let's calculate. See, your Jackson Builder might be better. Maybe a better investment as far as risk goes. Okay, so next up, we're going to calculate the expected value and round our answer to the nearest cent. All right, so I'm going to kind of split this page in half here. So let's take care of RZ first, and then we'll do Jackson over here. So with expected value, I like making charts. So you have your gain of X. Sometimes I put loss here because you're not always going to gain. And then your probability, which is P of X. Okay, so let's go through it. So there's three things that happen with RZ Electronics. There was a 30% chance they'll make 1,600. So that's 0.30 that they'll net $1,600. Okay, but then there's a 30% chance that they'll make 300. Okay. And then there's a 40% chance that they're going to lose. So losing means we're going to subtract 3,500. Okay, and these are all dollars, right? This is money. Okay, so we're going to multiply and add, multiply and add, multiply and add, and let's see what we get when that happens here. So 1600 times 0.30 plus 300 times 0.30 plus negative 3500 times 0.40. All right, let's see if we can get this in our calculator here. So let's do it in pieces. So 1600 times 0.30 is 480. 300 times 0.30 is 90, so we would be adding those together. But then you have 3,500 times 0.40 that we got to subtract. So we'll take 480 plus 90, and then we're going to subtract out 1,400. Is that right? 1,400, yep. Okay, so negative sign means that we probably we're gonna lose. So our expected value is negative 830. That's not good. So maybe it's good we didn't choose RZ. So negative $830 is our expected values equals EV, expected value. Okay, let's see what's going on with Jackson. So Jackson, we've got our gain of X or loss, our probability, which is P of X. And there was a couple things going on with Jackson. 60% chance they'll make 900. So 60% chance they'll make 900. And I'm just getting that right from here. 60% chance they'll make 900. 40% chance they're going to lose 200. All right, so 0.40 minus 200. All right, and then these are dollars. So again, we're going to multiply and add, multiply and add. So we have 900 times 0.60 plus negative 200 times 0.40. Let's see what this is going to get us here. All right, so we got 900 times 0.60. All right, so that would get us 540. But then we have 200 times 0.40. We're going to subtract that out. So 540 minus 80. Ooh, I think we're going to have a positive expected value. Yeah, $460. So this comes out to be a positive $460 versus this negative. All right, so our gut was right. Going with Jackson Builders is going to be a better shot at getting some money here because this expected value with RZ uh, is not good. Okay, hope this helps. Have a good day. Bye.